The Canon FD 70 to 210 millimeter zoom lens, old school push-pull. This one was probably made back in the 80s sometime. The serial number is a little weird, so I can't quite trace it. The advantage, this is what you call a telephoto lens. It's designed for long-range view. Now the lens I'm shooting on right now is a 24 millimeter, and in the opening shots, it was on the 50 millimeter. I'll be getting into those lenses in later videos. Long distance. Every National Geographic, if you've ever seen how do they get the views of these lions and these elephants and these rhinoceroses without getting killed, right? They had a telephoto lens. Now the lenses they used would have been way longer than this, maybe 100 to 500 millimeter lenses, maybe even 1,000 millimeter lenses. You just can't get close to that wildlife because one, you're getting into their habitat and they'll run away, or they'll just turn and eat you. So I bought this lens for B-roll purposes. Now what is B-roll? Today it means extra footage. It helps tell the story or gives you a view to the broader world. It goes from 70 millimeters, pulls evenly into 210. Focus here and you control your aperture here. Everything is manual. Now how do you mate a lens like this to a camera like a GH4? You have to do it with an adapter. Now this adapter has nothing in it. It's just nothing there. It doesn't focus the light in any way. It's just a plain old adapter. What you're watching this on does have four glass elements in there that helps focus the light down and give you more light and reduces the focal length. Here's one of the things. This lens is designed for what they call a full frame camera. What does that mean? It's designed for use with 35 millimeter still film camera. The lens doesn't care what it's focusing on to. It eats light, digests, and poops out light. I got this one for less than about $20. That one cost me about $80. Let's go play with this lens and let me show you the situations exactly where I would use it. Distance. We are about, I don't know, 100 feet or so. We're at 70 millimeters. We're stopped down to f8, which means not all that much light is getting through, but we can focus a good distance away, all the way to 210 millimeters and zoom in so you see just how much we can zoom. There we go. And we can sort of play with the focus there. So macro means we can get really close to what we're looking at. Here we've got a little oak tree or some sort of tree leaf. We're stopped down to f4 now, which is the maximum amount of light that this lens will let in. This is one of my basil plants, and as you can see through some of the leaves there that have some worms or something eating them. Flowers are some of the most beautiful things to capture simply because they're contrasting. They pop. Everything else, if you look around, is green or brown or really earthy, but flowers, the reds and the magentas and the pinks and the whites and the yellows and they just pop. But a good macro lens helps with this. The 70 to 210 FD, because it has the macro function built into the. I tend to like these tree shots where you get a bark of the tree off of a rule of thirds. I use that a lot in the Father's Day video. You know, a tree symbolizes life, it symbolizes strength, it symbolizes stability. Now this is interesting lighting because I'm shooting into the sun, which is supposed to be a big no-no. But there's a single flower. You see that flower off to the right? That's kind of the main subject in a sense. We may end up just crushing the blacks on this again to bring out that flower that's being backlit by the sun. And folks, this is just in my backyard. I haven't gone more than 20 feet from my backyard in all these shots. You don't have to go to exotic places to get beautiful shots in B-roll. All you got to do is look at where you are, take that shot and put it in. There's some interesting composition. We've got the tree. There's a tree there in front of there, about halfway between me and the truck. So focus on that tree. Yeah, you see that? We're focused in on the tree, but the truck is slightly blurred out. That, my friends, will make another good B-roll shot in some video. You may see it in a different video, but that's what I'm talking about. You see that? It's all just white, like nothing. It's what they call blown out. You cannot see any detail in the clouds. Now it's still a beautiful composition because you have the main subject is is well lit. It's just that it just doesn't look good because the backfield is blown out. But let's put this bad boy back on. It should not have moved. I have a variable ND filter, which means I can change it. Now, bamboo cane fishing poles that I've been working on today. You see that little flag right there? For some reason, I don't see the focus peaking as much with this lens. I'm not sure what the thing is. You know, something interesting here, you see the sun has come out from a cloud and everything's really too bright. So I can either stop down from f4 to f5.6. You can see that right there, that's f5.6. So that is a very interesting composition there as well. Yep, see how the car there, see how interesting that was, how the truck that passed was just sort of in the background. Simple things. A lot of beauty in the world right where you are. You don't have to go to exotic places. God made the world beautiful enough where you are to capture all kinds of beauty, and that's what these lenses are meant to do. I think I'm going to go in and call this one quits. And that, my friends, is the Canon FD 70 to 210 millimeter lens. Get on eBay, click buy it now, best price, lowest price, and you can find the best deals on these. And I don't make any money off these old lenses. Nobody does except the owners who sell them. See ya.